Alternator man here. What I've got is the 250 amp AD 244 series alternator, and this is replacing the small case CS 130D alternator on a 2000 GMC or GMC Sierra or Chevy Silverado. This is a small case unit, and this big 250 amp alternator is going to be replacing this. This has the same bolt pattern with two 2-inch mounting points right here. Same thing. The bigger alternator will go right in place of the smaller one. The smaller one has a mounting bracket back here. You have to take that bracket off. The 144 or the AD 244 does not come with any sort of mount on the rear, but the two front mounts will bolt right in, and the regulator plug will plug right in. It's got the same 4-pin setup. On later models, we can put the 2-pin regulator in it as well. But now this is a 250 amp, and this is 250 amp total output, and it's got the 210 amp rated heavy duty copper bridge rectifier right here, but 210 amp rated rectifier will not hold up to the 250 amp output. So this customer decided to add the Rectifier 420 to it. So total, I've taken the screws out of this so you can see it. This one actually has two 210 amp rated rectifiers in it running parallel, and that goes in there like that. And then it's running parallel with the rectifier in here. And basically, to run them parallel, what you do is you take these 3 wires, got these 3 wires that come out of the alternator, and they go into the 3 wires inside this rectifier. Basically, you just connect wire to wire. It does not matter, out of these 3 wires, it does not matter which one goes on which of these 3, as long as you're getting one per setup, and that's it. This red wire here, this is a small ignition wire to run this fan, run the fan on there for cooling. You can either set that up as an ignition wire, or you can put that on a switch where you can switch it on and off if you want to. If you really want to get sophisticated, you can put it on some sort of thermostat, which we don't have, so you can put that in there as well. But like I said, I took the screws out of this so you can take it apart. Once you get those wires in here, then what you do is, this is a positive, this is a negative. You have to run a positive, you hook your main battery post up to the back here, but then you also run a jumper from here to the main positive post, then up to the battery. Same thing with negative, you're going to run negative wire from the base where it bolts on to the negative here, and then up the battery. What that's going to do is you're going to get all the power out of the alternator into the battery much quicker, and it also runs these 2 rectifiers in here and this 1 rectifier here all in parallel. It parallels all 3 rectifiers, so it's spreading that load out over the 3 rectifiers, so it really makes a super tough unit. This cover goes on the back. I've taken the cover off so you can see it all, but this is a brand new top quality unit, and this is, like I said, it's got the same bolt pattern as a small alternator, but it's a much bigger, much beefier unit. As I said, this one's going on a 2000 Chevy Silverado. Also fits the GMC Sierra. This big alternator will fit anywhere from a 96, where you have the 130D, on up, all the way up to brand new. After around 05, 06, they went to a 2-pin regulator, but we can put that 2-pin regulator on this alternator. It's a top quality unit. It gives you a super performance at idle. Running it with a Rectifier makes it super tough. It's one of the best alternators out there.